Welcome, everyone, to Dwight L. Perry Stadium, home of the Bowling Green Falcons, where the fans have been prepping and fired up since early in the day for this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Falcons will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcats offense takes the field. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. And the Falcons want to move quickly. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Feeling some heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. No good. It's still a three-point game after the miss. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McKinney. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Bearcats look to do some damage in the red zone. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Sam Houston, 7. Bowling Green.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. He's going to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Stopped after making the catch. The Falcons want to pick up the tempo. On second down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped again. It went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's open on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Falcons look to keep this drive humming.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And that pass intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that You can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know the plays over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football now. Not good.
And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. He turns like that or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Bowling Green has it back and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but didn't. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. Lets it fly. Pulls it in on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And on 2nd and short, no tight formation here. 3 receivers left. Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Line gets set, first down. Handoff from the gun. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the shotgun, the inside give. Slithers into space. Open runway ahead. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown Falcons. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. Getting some heat. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. On first down, here comes this offense. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side now.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but That's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 8 over Michigan. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This time on target. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He slings it deep to the left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Bearcats. Oh, we've got a shootout.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Sam Houston, 21. Bowling Green.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Spits it out to the back. He's got it down the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, and they'll have it 1st and goal. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, BG.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the play, but on the great return to improve this field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On second down, wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Falcons! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Green. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Gonna take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Falcons want to crank the tempo. on third down going up top. Got the quick pass. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Falcons have this offense rolling.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offense